Hey everybody, Colin here. Welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna talk to you about what happened on Wheel of Fortune past seasons and in the middle of this season, and especially in the upcoming season, the 40th anniversary. Here, and before we move on to anyone ever won a million before. Here, but first, and during the 39th season, where Maggie Sajak became the Wheel's social correspondent, and I don't know if Maggie Sajak can be able to come back for the 40th season of Wheel of Fortune as a social correspondent for Wheel of Fortune, and hopefully, and everyone at Wheel of Fortune is done with taping without the audience. And hopefully the Wheel of Fortune audience will be back for the 40th season, while the Wheelmobile event back on the road with Marty Lublin and Mallory Hardin can be able to look for contestants again once the CTC decides to lift it up.
Then you just have a Zoom call, and next thing you know, you're going to be on promotion. Then you just have a Zoom call, and next thing you know, you're going to.
And which is, and hopefully, and hopefully this will happen here, so Vanna White can be able to open the vehicle doors again.
So we're going to start building the ranches.
Okay.
And for my wedding in the future, I just want more than $100,000 on Wheel of Fortune.
And hopefully this might happen.
Just have a Zoom call.
And where everyone knows that what can be fun, that they're gonna have to take away the white thing, because everyone has had enough of the white thing, and everyone has had enough of walking all the way to Marks, and everyone had enough of Pat Sajak picking up the bonus prize envelopes during the pandemic.
So we're going to start building a ranch in Sony.
Save it up for my son Nolan and for my wedding in the future. I just want more than $100,000 on Wheel of Fortune.
And most of all, what we can think about is and they're going to come up with bringing back the team contestants, because they haven't had team contestants once over 2 years since the beginning of the pandemic, and hopefully this might happen eventually. And they haven't done Veterans Week on Wheel of Fortune since the beginning of the pandemic. And
I just won more than $100,000 on Wheel of Fortune.
and this is what happens. And now then hopefully contestants can be able to pick up the bonus prize envelope once the pandemic is over. And into the say Jack again once the pandemic is over. Hopefully the handshakes and contestants bringing guests with them in the audience, especially with the $1 Million Wedge until the pandemic is over. And most of all, Pat and Jenna can be able to hug the contestants again or shake the contestant's hand again once the pandemic comes to a stop, comes to a halt, and where anyone of the rest of the Wheel of Fortune crew can be able to tape with the audience again, and once the pandemic comes to a complete stop. Here. Now let's move on to now let's move on. Here, and hopefully they're gonna bring 70 or 80 contestants to the final round of auditions of Wheel of Fortune. Once the Wheelmobile event, in addition to Mallory Harden and Marty Lublin are about to, be able to plan on looking for contestants again once the where the Wheelmobile event will be taking place at, located in city, state, address, and zip codes, what time it starts and what time it ends. Here, like what contestants will have to come up, like wanted to plan on wearing their favorite outfits. And there you have it. So now let's move on to, has anyone won 100K or a home or $1 million? But started in 2001, where there had been the 100 grand envelope debuted in 2001. Currently, it debuted for 20 years. Here. And in 2006, there was the first ever team to win 100K during actually in 2002, there's been the first ever team currently and present. And in 2018, right before the pandemic. And hopefully they'll be able to come up with team contestants to win 100K or $1 million when it comes to Family Week or Sweethearts Week or NFL Players Week or Soap Stars Week or NBA Week or Team Best Friends Week or Best Friends Week or Girlfriend Getaways Week. And or they haven't done Girlfriend Getaways Week back in 2020. And so Sweethearts Week, and Family Week. And 2016. You're doing it, or when it comes to Disney Week. Here, and in addition to here, and Dallas here already became to win 100 grand. on Wheel of Fortune. And so it was one time on Country Music Stars Week, actually in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. And the debut of Teachers Week in 2007. And also, especially on live road shows. Here, contestants win more than $100,000 on Wheel of Fortune, and future contestants can too. Here, and future contestants can win too. Now we're going to move on to a Margaritaville home, where one contestant won a home. Well, and future contestants and lucky viewers can too. When it comes to Home Sweet Home Week of Wheel of Fortune, starting tomorrow, the 18th of April, and the 22nd of April, 2022, where there is going to be the return of the old Margarita Home Wedge that debuted on April 26, 2021, for its Home Sweet Home Week. Here, where they had the confetti locked and loaded. Here. And most of all, there was where Laura Trammell won the home on Wheel of Fortune. Aired on 27th of April, 2021. Here. And now the fun part is anyone won the million. Here. And the first one in 2008. There, we have a contestant named Michelle Weinstein. Flores became the first $1 million winner in 2008. That aired 13 and a half years ago, almost 14 years. Since the debut of the $1 Million Wedge for the 26th season. And on May 30th, we have Autumn Earhart became the second person to win the million. That aired Thursday, May 30th, 2013. And then on the Teachers Week, season 32, the season premiere week, there's $1 million, the third $1 million winner, Sarah Manchester, the third person to win $1 million. 3 of them of the regular version. Only 3 people won the $1 million before the fourth $1 million winner. And speaking of the fourth $1 million winner, there's a celebrity named Melissa Joan Hart won the $1 million for charity on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune for Youth Villages, where Melissa Joan Hart, known for Sabrina from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Clarissa from Clarissa Explains It All. Well, able to win the $1 million for the charity that she played for is Youth Villages, that aired 6 months ago, as of today, from October 17, 2021. Here. And also, here, where contestants won more than $100,000 or a Margaritaville home or $1 million on Wheel of Fortune.
You can too.
Better also known as You Can Be Next. Here. And here, which is exactly on why I decided to be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. Because I've been watching Wheel of Fortune no matter how old I was. And there were future contestants. There were former contestants from past seasons. Highly recommend all future contestants, and so do I. We'll have to do something about applying online. Do a 60 here, in addition to a 60-second video, which is super quick and easy. The next thing you know, that then they're going to come up with getting ready to tell their future spouses or their parents. No, they're going to get ready to plan on going to the Wheelmobile event and the final round of auditions, and
Next thing you know, you're going to be on the set of Wheel of Fortune.
And that's exactly where exactly what I was about to come up with on why I decided to why I decided to become a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. There, so that's this. So that's going to be it for my live video, and I will see you later tonight on. And I will see you back on live video tonight. Here on my YouTube channel. Here, or this afternoon on my YouTube channel. Bye.